Hofstra coach Joe Mihalik, Isaac Conte, and Eli Pemberton. Coach, an opening statement about today's game.
I'm just really proud of the guys for how they handled the day. You know, everybody else is going to look at the records and say, well, they've only got 3 league wins and they're in 9th place or 8th place or 10th place, whatever it is. You know, the coach got fired halfway through. It's a home game. We're just going to show up and win. All we're going to do is show up and win. They're not any good. And our guys weren't that way. They treated the game the right way. And that's it. It's been a battle cry of ours. We always talk about respect. You know, respect the game, respect yourself, respect the opponent. Our guys did that. They did that. Their focus yesterday was elite. And, you know, when a team is like that, we got talent like we have with these guys, and then their focus is like that, and their hunger and desire to be great is like that. It's just, it's a pleasure to be their coach. So happy for these guys, but more for how they approached the game than even what they did during the game.
Coach, before we go for questions, could you comment on career win number 400, please?
Yeah, you know, this is it's a team game, right? And so things like this happen. And as I'm doing that, I'm first going to say that more importantly, and way more importantly, Elijah became the 9th all-time leading scorer at Hofstra basketball. It's an incredible thing. I mean, it's an incredible thing. I mean, so now it's exactly 1,800 coming in, 1,823, right? And right behind, forget the guy's name. I think it's Speedy Claxton. Is his name? Craig. I think it's Craig Speedy Claxton. So I have specific orders from Speedy that once he gets close to take him out, so he doesn't get passed in on the points list. But you know, I started saying it's we're lucky enough to be a part of a team. You don't want to personalize things. And anybody started. Elijah didn't come out today and say, you know what, I'm not worried about winning. I just want to get my 19 points so I can be 9th. And he didn't do that, and I would never do that. And there'll come a time when you think about it and talk about it and all that stuff, but it's certainly not now.
Questions? John?
Isaac, career highs at state for you in points and rebounds and Montessori for you as well, but also 13 fouls drawn, which is as many as Hofstra committed, and half of what they committed. Just talk about posing a problem for them inside, making them foul you, getting to the line 16 times.
Yeah, just try to be strong inside. You know, that's what Coach likes to preach to me. Just be a beast in there. And I just knew those 2 centers on their team for the environment. They play hard, and they got me last time at their place. So just trying to do that at home.
Coach, it seems like in the first half you had like a kind of pressure defense, and it got them like kind of rattled. Do you feel like that was like not the turning point, but that's like what largely contributed to the win?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. You know, there's no doubt, and we you know, we do a lot of different things with our defenses, different looks in the 3/4 court, different things in the half court, and I think it was a big part of it. I think more was how we handled the basketball. So coming into the game, we said this about them. Their best offense is when the other team has the ball, because they get steals, they turn you over, and those live ball turnovers turn into layups and points. We knew if we took care of the basketball that they'd have a little less trouble scoring. So we turned it over early. I think we turned it over 4 times in the first 5 minutes, you know, and so we were frustrated by that. But then 1 more the rest of the half, then a total of not that many, right? Wow, 8 turnovers for the game. So any team that only has 8 turnovers against Wilmington's going to have a real good chance to win.
Isaac, 11 of 16 effort from the free throw line tonight. Early on in the season, it was almost like you were a guaranteed split. Now, not so much the case. Going up there with confidence, hitting back-to-back free throws. What have you really been working on at the line that has really helped you see this turnaround in production?
Coach putting the pressure on me, you know, just after practice, telling me to go shoot free throws, you know, and because I draw a lot of fouls, so I'm going to get most of my points there. So.
For both players, if you guys just can talk about being a part of the team that got him his 400th win. He's downplaying it, but I'm sure you guys know that's not an easy accomplishment.
I mean, Coach touched on it.
Now they have to say something nice. It's really, you don't have to say something.
You told me to ask it.
Well, I guess the culture that we built here over the past few years, you know, guys just buy in. It's a brotherhood from the last player on the bench to the coaching staff. I think we're all comfortable with each other. How practice has been going, you know, it's fun to win for a coach like this, you know, and it's fun to play for when he lets you play your game. Pretty much, like, I don't know what to say, just congratulations.
He believes in you.
Yeah.
Tell you he believes in you, tell you he loves you. It's fun. We love you too, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's from the heart. I mean, it's, you know, we just got some T-shirts, right, that said more than a team. I mean, it's more than a team. And as corny as that may seem, there's a brotherhood in there. There's a great brotherhood in there. There's a love for each other, and we have our tough times. I mean, I've gotten on this guy, and I've questioned his manhood, insulted him. I've done everything, but it's because, I mean, it goes back to guys like John Chaney. Talked about tough love. It's because you love your guys so much. I'm just, you know, I'm the luckiest guy in the world to be coaching guys like this. I mean, I just pinch myself. I'm so lucky to be with them.
Hi, so this is the first time in 23 games that Bowie did not score in double figures, that you guys were still able to win going away. What does it say? What does it say about how well-rounded your team is, and also was some of that maybe due to the way they defended him, like blitzing off pick and rolls and that kind of stuff?
Well, you know, you got to take what the game gives you, and we really went to Isaac today. I mean, that's why he probably had a career high. DeJour probably missed a couple he usually makes, but let's just not forget this. If you have DeJour Bowie on your team, the other team can't press, and the other team can't trap ball screens, and the other team can play any funky defense they want. If you have DeJour Bowie on your team, you're going to win. So forget the points, and he could care less about the points. Forget that. He handled the press, he handled traps, he handled changing defenses, and that's not easy to do. And I think these, I'm not trying to put words in their mouths, but these guys know if DeJour Bowie's not on that floor, tough time getting 23, tough time getting 23.
Jerry.
Joe, two-parter. Last game, you got to a big lead. They came back, and obviously you made it really close. Did you feel those first 8 minutes this afternoon, where you kind of took a double-digit lead and kept them at bay, was essential to making sure they didn't feel the confidence they got down there? Now, what do you think when you see in the last 2 minutes, there's a three-possession, three-rebound sequence, you're up 15 or 16, and you guys got 3 offensive rebounds in one sequence. What's that say for the focus and the commitment that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, we had a little lull there. I mean, it's you know, we had the 4-point play at a bad time. I think we were pretty much under control, and that gave them a little bit of life. You know, hey, with the shot clock and 3-point line, I mean, it's not almost no lead is insurmountable. And you know, that 4-point play, you know, gave them a little bit of life. If we'd have not done that, who knows? Maybe Connor's getting in there a little quicker.
Joe, I think we've seen over the last 2 years that this team reaches another level when the defense is really locked in. How do you sort of keep that mentality going as you head into your final road trip of the season and down the stretch here?
Well, you know, it's easy to do that when these guys want to be great. It's easy to do it. I mean, and let me start first with my coaching staff. Those guys are unbelievable, right? Those guys are unbelievable. Like, they know what the other team's going to do before they're doing it. I mean, and then we take turns with the scouts. One night it's Mike Farrelly, then it's Speedy Claxton, then it's Colin Curtin. I mean, today happened to be Colin. I mean, he knew what they were running. They threw one pass, and Colin was like, Vermont, and calling out. So it starts with that, but it starts with a want to from these guys. They want to play defense. They really do. They're not just waiting to get the ball back and go score. They want to stop. You know, they take pleasure in, you know, blowing up the other team's actions and guarding guys. And, you know, it's 2 teams we held in the 60s, right? Was today in the 60s? And the other night was in the 60s too, right? So that's, and what's fun for me is to watch how in sync they are after these guys. They just really, they know what the other guys. Elijah knows what Isaac's doing, and the other 3 guys. It's you know, there's a real you know, fun to watch.
Joe, for as much as you did downplay the win for you personally, do you keep anything from like games like this, like a ball or something, for your 100, 200, those wins? Like, is there anything from this that you'll keep just to remember?
I probably got a couple of them somewhere. There's one up in my office, and the other ones I don't know where. I think they're in the basement. You know, I mean, it's like I said, there'll come a day when I might say, hey, where's that ball? Or, you know, we can put it up somewhere.
He looks at me because he doesn't know where it are.
Yeah. Like honestly, it's great. I'm so lucky, and I'm proud of it. But I'm just more tickled to death to be with these guys and know that this team can win a championship if we play well.
Now, I'm probably going to have my credential pulled after this, but what would it mean to you to go back to the NCAA tournament, just overall, but especially in a season where you get 400?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I don't know that they even, you know, there's a connection there, but that would mean way more than any personal accomplishments. I mean, I'm sure Elijah would rather go to the NCAA tournament than pass Speedy. Well, maybe he's still would like pass Speedy pass Speedy Class. I know Isaac would much rather go to the NCAA tournament than average 23 and 14 a game. I mean, that's the dream. That's the dream. It's why we do what we do. It's just that climbing up that ladder, cutting those nets down. There's nothing like it.
John.
Joe, just talking further about the defense, you held them almost 8 minutes today without a field goal in the first half. You've had a few of those stretches this year, and obviously those could be huge when you get to DC next month. To know that you've done that a few times this year, what kind of confidence does that give you defensively as a team to know that when you need to really rely on the defense, you can hold teams for big stretches because you've done it a few times this year in that tournament without a basket.
You kind of answered your own question. I think we know we can be good at when we want to be good at it. We know we can be good at it.
Pat, last question.
Eli, tied your career high last time out, 23 here tonight. What kind of groove do you feel you're in right now? We're all watching it, but how do you feel when you're stepping out on the court in these last couple of games?
Just listening to the coaches, keeping the game as simple as possible. Sometimes I could overthink a little bit, but I feel like these last few games, the coaches emphasize just keeping the game simple for myself and just staying in first place. This is my time. I'm about to head out. Sadly, it's actually crazy to think about, but in first place with my brothers and my brother. So I just want to give them everything I got for this final stretch.
It seems like you're really having fun too.
Yeah.
There was a couple weeks ago. I said to E, I said, look, you're already one of our all-time greats. Already, just have fun. And I think you're really having fun. Just look like you're having fun.
Thank you.
I'm having fun watching. All right, thanks everybody.